New York's suspected subway shooter,
we got him,
now in federal custody. A shocking end to a home invasion in Florida.
She's seen the lights out there. We thought maybe the police had somebody pulled over.
After deputies say the suspect called 911 on himself. And the excitement in Miami is building.
Punch guys in the mouth and go out and win.
For Marlin's opening day. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Nicole Castañeda.
I'm Yolanda Estrepo. Today is Thursday, April 14th, 2022.
From the South Florida Media Network's Biscayne-based studios in North Miami, this is SFMN Newsbreak.
Caught and cuffed, the man the FBI believes is behind New York City's subway shooting. That arrest the very next day after the terrifying shootings.
The network's Zitlali Solache has more this morning from the control center.
Nicole, Juliana, that's right. The suspected New York City subway shooter Frank James has been captured and is now in federal custody.
33 shots, but less than 30 hours later, we're able to say, we got him.
Law enforcement sources say it was James himself who called in the Crime Stoppers tip, leading New York PD officers to arrest him on a Manhattan street.
We were able to shrink his world quickly. There was nowhere left for him to run.
James is now charged with several crimes. If convicted, he may also face a sentence of life in prison.
Frank James has been charged by complaint in Brooklyn federal court with one count of violating 18 U.S.C. sections 1992 A7 and B1, which prohibits terrorist and other violent attacks against mass transportation systems.
Just one day before the shooting, James posted a video online ranting about his desire to kill and advocating for mass violence.
I wanted to kill people. I wanted to watch people die right in front of my face immediately.
Investigators searching for a motive are revealing James's dark past and a history of breaking the law.
Those include possession of burglary tools 4 times, criminal sex act, theft of service 2 times.
Is set to have his first court appearance today in Brooklyn Federal Court. In the control center for the South Florida Media Network, Zitlali Solache.
A call for help near Jacksonville saves a couple who was tied up for days inside their own home. As WJXT's Renee Benitate reports, it was the suspect himself who called 911.
Through the night and day, crime scene tape has surrounded this property in Green Cove Springs for close to 24 hours. Lonnie Strickland lives next door in this quiet neighborhood off County Road 351. When did you first notice that something was going on next door?
I believe 3 o'clock this morning, my wife told me that she's seen the lights out there. We thought maybe the police had somebody pulled over, so we didn't think nothing of it.
That changed when he walked outside to see this. A sea of law enforcement with investigators and crime scene units from the Clay County Sheriff's Office and FDLE. Sky 4 capturing this home where deputies say the older couple was tied up and held captive for days. How would you describe the couple that lives next door?
The elderly couple?
Yeah.
They're quiet. They kept to themselves. Nice people.
The sheriff's office says they found out about the two after receiving a shocking 911 call Sunday. They say this man, Aubrey Lumpkin, wanted to confess to the crime. Neighbors tell me they are familiar with him. Have you ever seen the suspect before?
He used to live next door, so yeah, I've seen him before.
Any interactions with him?
No.
Strickland tells me Lumpkin lived in a home next door to the couple with a family member of the victims. Neighbors say the family recently sold that home, which is now under construction. Investigators are trying to piece together what led up to this. Lumpkin now faces a list of charges, including home invasion and false imprisonment.
That was reporter Renee Beninate from WJXT. Aubrey Lumpkin was also booked on an outstanding warrant for selling cocaine. He's being held without bond.
Terror arises at a Fort Pierce home after an unidentified man threw 2 homemade bombs. Police are searching for a man they saw throw 2 Molotov cocktails. One went through a window and the other went over the roof. They caused a fire and an explosion. Police are asking for the community's help in finding the bomber.
An arrest near Orlando in an attempted kidnapping case. We first told you about this yesterday. Surveillance video was rolling on the crime. The man police arrested is named Vinh Nguyen. Police say he promised to take the boy out of school and that the boy refused his offer. Detectives say the suspect may have tried to kidnap other children. The suspect has already posted his bail and is out back on the street.
Home video rolling as a dolphin at Miami Sea Aquarium flipped out on the trainer. Last Saturday, Sundance the dolphin bumped hard against a woman who was working as a trainer. A park spokesperson explained that the trainer and dolphin had collided by accident when the trainer had scratched Sundance by accident. The trainer swam back to the dock and was taken to the hospital. No permanent injuries to the trainer or the dolphin.
A police officer in Florida going above and beyond for a woman who was late for a job interview.
That's still ahead, and so is the story.
The attitude that a lot of guys in the clubhouse have this year and going to surprise a lot of people this year.
It's opening day at Lone Depot Stadium. The Marlins take on the Phillies this afternoon as home game number 1. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Whatever gets you talking. There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Whatever gets you talking. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Bill is a family man. He invests his money wisely and provides a good life for his children. Just one problem. He often opens emails from senders he doesn't know, and his computer is not password protected. One day, Bill checked his bank account and 94% of malware attacks originate from emails. Don't be like Bill. Take your cybersecurity seriously.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Happy homecoming! The Marlins begin the home part of the regular season schedule just hours from now. It's the Phillies and the Marlins at 6:40 tonight.
And as the network's Anya Joseph reports, it has all the festivities you would expect for a Major League opening day.
Despite a late start to the league, the Miami Marlins are sailing home for their first home game of the regular season. After 5 straight road games, the home opener for the Marlins has finally arrived. So far, the Fish are 1-4 as they begin their 2022 regular season. Tuesday's game against the Los Angeles Angels ended with a final score of 3-4. Hopefully, after one day's rest, the Marlins' fate could flip around. Trevor Rogers interestingly expresses his views on the team's resilience prior to the regular season during spring training media.
They're already counting us out, and okay, you can count us out all you want to. We're going to still go out and punch guys in the mouth and go out and win. So I think that's the attitude that a lot of guys in the clubhouse have this year and going to surprise a lot of people this year.
With 157 games to play, the Marlins, with high optimism during spring training, knew there'd be ups and downs. So they're not too hasty to hang their heads down over a few losses. Looking forward to seeing the Miami Marlins do their best tonight against the Philadelphia Phillies, here at home. At Marlins Park, Anya Joseph, South Florida Media Network.
Bringing new meaning this morning to the term protect and serve. Amber Bottle, a woman who lives in Jacksonville, was helped by police officer Sylvia Mitchell to reach a job interview after her car broke down. An interview that had already been rescheduled due to a family emergency. The pair met on Monday when Battle was in need of help, and the officer drove her to the interview and vouched for her helping her land the job.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Juliana Restrepo.
And I'm Nicole Castañeda. Get more news at any time at sfmn.fiu.edu.